Good morning, it's Sheila from She's a Sassy Lady. And I'm exhausted and I haven't hardly started my day. Well, I shouldn't say that. I haven't started doing stuff for me yet today. I had cleaned the house. I mean, my house is clean from top to bottom. I've done laundry. I've changed the sheets. I had the cleaning people over, but I clean right alongside of them because it's so expensive to have your house clean these days. At any rate, 3 bedrooms, my craft room, 2.5 bathrooms. It just adds up really fast. At any rate, I want to show you what I did today. Well, I get to a point where I stop working alongside of them and then they just clean by themselves. And when they were just cleaning by themselves, I got on Cricut Craft Room because I needed a project for this weekend. And I came up with this. This is my stamp of the month from Close to My Heart from June, and I haven't had an opportunity to use it yet. And so what I did is I got on Cricut Craft Room and I used the Artsie, and I used what page is it on? Let me get, I've got my and I haven't got it out anyway. I've got my iPad and I used let me see what page it's on for you. Almost. They've got so many different card designs. I just love it. And here, this one. It's on page 56. 56, this one right here. And it's got the uniquely cut card envelope that matches it. I cut it out at 4 1/4 inches, and all I did was put it on the craft room and just did it and ran it out real quick. I didn't even get my gypsy out, which, as you know, that's highly unusual for me. But I just wanted a quick project. I needed a thank you card, and this says thanks a bunch, so you gotta love it. And I use these little flowers. Now there's a set of flowers and there's this one little single flower, and what I did is I put them together. See on my Fisker stamp right here at this very end, turn it upside down, I've got that little stamp and I've got that there. And what I'm going to use is I'm going to use my Momentum ink. Oh, and before I go any further, you should know I took just regular white cardstock, cut it out like that, and then I used my Tim Holtz Distress ink, the antique linen, and just distress the front of the card so that it kind of matched my envelope. I used the Penny Lane, what do I want to say, stack from My Mind's Eye, and it's so pretty. And what I want to do is I want to use colors, markers that kind of match this paper and coloring the card itself. So at any rate, we're going to stamp this on the front, and first I'm going to stamp this down at the bottom like this. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm going to stamp that. We need to use the little foam that's underneath there. Put that under. I'm going to go off the edge just a little bit, so I'm going to use a sheet of paper on there also. Okay? And I'm using my Memento ink because I do want to, what do I want to say? Blah, blah, blah. I want to color them in, and I don't want the colors to run whatsoever. So I want it nice and clean, and it'll turn out great. So I've got that on there, and I think I've got it all inked up, and it doesn't look like it. Let's try it this way. Oh, that's inking better. I wasn't getting the center ones. This is working much, much better. You know, if you don't get the center ones, it's not good. Okay. Put that aside. And excuse my hair if it gets in the way. And let me tell you, I'm looking a little bit rough now because I've been up and down the stairs probably 10, 15 times. Like I said, I even shook out rugs They vacuum the rugs, but then the outside rug, I've got a rug on the outside of my house that I use out there to catch some of the grass clippings, you know, because they seem to, when you have a swimming pool, they seem to have to work their way back into the house for some reason. So, oh, look at that's just perfect, isn't it? Cute as could be. And see that single flower right there? Worked up, it's just perfect. Let's zoom in so you can see this card because it's so cute. Look at that. Okay, now I'm just going to stop the video real quick, and I want to get some markers that match this here, match these colors, and then we'll color those in. Oh, and before I do, I guess I could stamp the thanks a bunch on there. I need to get out my inking supplies here and get my baby wipes and clean that. Well, I hope you had a good week. I had a busy week at work. We were so busy. It was unreal. You know, I'm in the automotive industry, which is good because it's a good measurement for how the economy is going. And I tell you what, we were so busy this week. Matter of fact, I worked alone on Wednesday, and I did 9 cars by myself, which was kind of rough because I put in a very long day that day, and I was exhausted. So that's why I'm kind of doing an easy project today, because I'm tired. You ever get that where you're just tired? Well, that's what I am today, so I'm taking it easy. And but I want to share with you because there's just so many neat things we can do. It's working with our Cricut, or if you have a silhouette, working with your silhouette, whatever it may be. But just being creative, it kind of relaxes me, and I like that. You know, I like to be relaxed, and I like, this is what I enjoy doing. So I want to get the thanks on here, and I want to get it straight. That's what I like about this lined up one. I can line it up and I have it straight, and I look at it, and even though I got the line there, can you stand it? Oh, let me zoom back out. Even though I got the line there, I mean, I'm still getting it crooked. How can that be? There we go. Thanks a bunch. Okay, and let's get the Memento ink. Stamp it up, ink it up real good. Normally I use the close to my heart, but when I'm coloring on something, I use the Memento so that it does not run. Because I love my close to my heart ink, and I've got every one of them. That's one of my investments that I am just so thankful that I have. And let's straighten this out a little bit. And let's put it, where do we want it? We don't want it, we're just going to keep it simple and keep it off to the side here. Thanks a bunch. And you want to make sure you push it in so that it gets all inked up. Okay, so do push it in real good. Let your ink absorb in the paper. Oh, look at that. That's a perfect stamp. Look at that. Thanks a bunch. Oh, that's going to be so pretty when we get it colored. Don't you think? I think it's going to be gorgeous. Clean off my stamp. These baby wipes, I don't know where I learned that, but I tell you what, I'm so thankful, because I used to run to the ladies' room and get the soap and water out and scrub them up, and then I'd still have ink on the silly things. Now, it comes off so easy with that. So, thanks a bunch. We've got that. And guess what I'm doing this afternoon? As soon as I get this video done, I am going to my little swimming pool. And my daughter's coming over, and my granddaughter. We have quiet time in the pool. And what I'm doing is I am going, isn't this a beautiful stamp set? I have 2 chairs that you sit in, reclining chairs. I park my honey in one of those recliners and I take about an hour-long nap. We get up, then we sit and we talk and chit-chat, or run around the pool and splash and make Sydney happy, you know, my granddaughter, because it's a time for her to be quiet too. And we have all kinds of energy of that. And then we usually barbecue outside, so it'll be a nice day. Nice evening. So, okay, let's run out. Now, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. All I did was grab a couple markers that had the colors on here and went from there. I mean, why not? I think it'll be cool. And all we have to do is color those in. And it'll make a nice, beautiful card, won't it? I could have done watercolors too, but I didn't want to do watercolors. I wanted to do something like this, and it's just so pretty and flowery. And I think I'm going to do, I'm doing all the leaves green. So we'll get the green and over and done with. Okay. There we go. Make some leaves. I can't wait till this afternoon. Do have an appointment this afternoon. I got someone coming to look at my house, a real estate agent. Hubby and I have been talking about the possibility of selling and going into a ranch home rather than the 2-story that we have right now. But we love our house, so I told the woman that. I told her, I said, I love my house. I said it would have to be really something special to make me change my mind, and get me into something else. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. And I don't want to leave my craft room. Period. I love my little craft room. So, anyway, I'm making all kinds of little goodies in here and using the different colors. And I like the fact that antique linen helped make it look about the same color. And we're just going to play with a couple different things and see how they look. I think I want a lighter one too. This yellow's kind of dark. It's more like a gold color, isn't it? But then this was like a gold color in here, so that's why I went with that. But I think I'd like something a little bit lighter. It's only a couple feet away. Here's a brighter yellow. Here's a brighter yellow yet. Let's give this a try. Oh yeah, that's much nicer. We'll have all different colors on this. It'll look nice. Try a couple different things. Heart in this color, that rusty like color. Let's use a little blue on these things here, whatever they are. Aren't they kind of looking like a wisteria? Oh, this tip is, I don't like the tip on this one. These also kind of look like bluebells, or, you know, those little bells. Oh, I like this card. Here's another one of those blue things. We'll make it blue. Anyway, as I was saying, I really like my craft room, so part of me doesn't want to move, but another part of me, if it makes my hubby happy, then God bless. You know, if that's what he wants to do, we'll do that. He promised me, though, if we move, I'll have plenty of help, because the first thing I told him is the thought of even packing boxes, I just makes me ill. Just the thought of it, you know. But he assured me everything would be fine, so I'm going to trust him. I have after all these years. I'm not going to start not trusting him, you know. And then the fact that I've got friends that do crafting too nearby, how nice is that, you know? But we decided that if we did move into a ranch home, it would be in the same neighborhood, so we did get that decided. And that helps to know exactly where you're going to be. We looked at one yesterday. We couldn't get it. We actually looked. We saw a foreclosure that's about a mile from us, and we thought, ooh, we should check that out, you know, because that might be something worth looking into, you know. And so we'll see. All kinds of options we have. I've never done this. I've never colored something online with you. I've colored something and then showed you what it looked like, but I never did the coloring online. You know, and showed you then what I was doing. Oh, let's put another yellow one over here. I'm not using my Copics. I'm using my close to my heart markers. And they're really nice. I'm impressed with how nice they really are. They really, really, really are nice. And it's what I like is I've got so many doggone colors of it. Well, this is like the brush one. The other one was the hard tip one. Okay. I see the difference now. And let's put one of these tulips in blue. Just because I want more blue on here. Because there's blue on the thing. What a cute little card this is. And you know what we need to do, though, is this has got all kinds of stickles and shiny. We're going to have to stickle some of these flowers and make them just as pretty, you know, as the other. We'll have to make them nice. And I've got a stickle thing, so we'll get that out. Okay, all the little flowers are colored. We've got thanks a bunch on there. Let's move our markers aside. Oh, just so in case you want to know, I used tulip, I used honey, I used sunny yellow, I used pear, I used sky, and one more, lagoon. I like lagoon's one of my favorites. Let's get the stickles out here. Don't you love my stickle holder? Look at this. It's just full of stickles. So let's open this up and see what we can get into now. And we'll We'll make a couple on the blue. Let's do the blue tulips. And then this will sit and dry, and then I'll take pictures of it when it's dry so you can see it. And let's see, I've got some of this, I don't know what color it is, pink. It's pink. It doesn't look pink, it looks kind of red. We'll put that on the hearts here. And that'll match up with, you know, with having all these stickles on here, it'll match up with what we got. And it'll look really nice then. As far as the outside, isn't it amazing how you can make papers look similar? Okay, we have a little bit of gold. One of the hearts will do gold. No, that doesn't match. That's too yellowy. There's nothing gold on that sheet. Some green. Some of these stickles I haven't used in forever. It's amazing that they're coming out okay. Green. We won't put it on everything, just on some of them. Cool. And I think, let's see. Oh, those are pearls. We don't want to use the pearls because they didn't have anything that texture. Here's a baby blue we could use on this one. Oh, here's a baby blue. I used that already. It's got a spot in it I missed. We'll use this flower here and we'll put a little stickles on. I hope you're having a great week. It has rained so much. The day that it was nice out was the day that I had so many cars and I had to work. And you know what? I'm going to do one of these here. And we'll just dot some stickles. Dot these. And then they'll dry. There. Dry a couple of those there. And put that blue too. There. Okay. Don't have anything yellow. I wonder if I couldn't use just a white, this crystal on top of the one of the yellows. Oh, this crystal must be an old one. Didn't want to open. Let's see if anything will come out. Oh yeah, it works. Okay. And let's do one more flower over here. Oh, let's do this one up here. What the heck? We got all the rest of them. We might as well get. Okay, now this will dry. And then I'll come back and we'll take a look at it. Turned out really nice. I really like it. Put my stickle carrier away. Isn't that nice? I got it at either scrapbook.com or scrappal.com or something like that. And it's wonderful. I love it because it keeps everything so nice and neat. And in one spot I can just grab it. So, oh, you know what? We can put the envelope together. This is going to be super easy. The envelope, all we need to do, it came with little score marks, so all I had to do was fold it. And I'm going to go along this edge here and the edge right here rather than that, because that's wider than this little edge is. And that way I've got it on the edge. Bring it up. And there, we've got an envelope. Look at that. And I can't put, you know what, I've got another card. I have not, see how I cut up 2. And I wasn't sure whether my coloring would be right with, and I had a spare one just in case I goofed it up. See how confident I was? Not at all. And then the card fits right inside that envelope like that. So it's perfect, you know, it's perfect for it. Now I'm going to, I don't know what side I'm going to put out, but I'll have one of the sides out. And we should, while I'm here, I should stamp it. What color should we stamp it? Should we use the distress ink? I don't know if it's going to stamp right if I do that. I don't know if it's going to be dark enough. We'll give it a try. If it's not, we can restamp it with something else. It'll work. Very subdued, handcrafted, with the Sassy Lady in the center by Sheila McShay. So that worked out just fine. Okay, we'll let this dry, continue drying. That's good. The envelope's made. It's stamped on the back. The card is drying. Thank you for joining us today at She's the Sassy Lady. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll be back just to show you the card when it's all done. I can show it to you now. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Looks awesome, doesn't it? I'm holding it up to the camera to make it easier for you to see. And look at how it just glistens. And it'll do that when it's dry too. And look at how nice it goes with that. See? Hi, I'm back. I wanted to show you the finished card. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. I'm going to do a close-up so you can see it. Thanks a bunch. Makes a great thank you card, and it was so easy to make. The cut only took me 2 cuts, one for the envelope, one for the card itself, and then I stamped and colored the stamp. The thing that took the most time, I think, was the coloring of the stamp. And what was that, maybe 5 minutes? So, wonderful card. And I used the stamp of the month, and there's so many wonderful stamps that Close to My Heart has. And the stamps of the month are great, and there's so many variances. And each month you got to watch out for it because each month it's different. And there's a wonderful, wonderful stamp again this month. And I've got to get online and order mine. And there's a great one coming out in August too. So just hang in there. And anytime you order anything $35 or more with Close to My Heart, you get a stamp set of $17.95 value for only $5. Thanks for joining us today at She's a Sassy Lady. Bye now.